Welcome to the 6th of January of this year's Christmas calendar. I'm Sanne from Warrior's Heart. So what am I going to talk about today? So this Christmas calendar of 2025 has, hi Familien Carstensen, this Christmas calendar today has had two purposes to help you. Hi Natasha. I made this Christmas calendar this year to help you figure out what is your purpose. And you do not just have one purpose, you have many purposes, at least, and actually maximum 5. There is 5 life purposes for us all. Yesterday, in the 5th of December's Christmas calendar, I talked about all the layers that December contains. We are detoxing for sure, emotionally, physically, behaviorally, karmic, ancestral wise as well. So we're detoxing at many levels for a whole year, but also for a 9-year-old chapter and for a 25-year-old chapter. We are letting go and shredding off all layers, and we are also being rebuilt and upgraded and pulled towards the future of 2026. If you think I look oily, that's very true, because I just put an oil mask in my hair containing rosemary, which will help the follicles of the hair so that the hair grows faster. So before I return to the topic of what is your life purpose, hi Anas and welcome. What is your life purpose and why did you come back and why did you choose the parents that you did? I just want to recapture and talk a little bit more about what you have to make sure that you're aligned to here in December. December creates the foundation for a new year, for a new 9-year-old chapter. It's so hard to say in English. December creates the foundation and becomes the script for the next 9 years. So make sure you know what you want to achieve. Don't think about how you're going to get there, because that's not your job. That's what the law of manifestation says. Make sure you know what you want. Make sure you know what you want. And draw it, picture it, visualize it, attune yourself to what you want so that you're impregnating, I didn't mean that. So that you're implementing and integrating that vision and are carrying it with you for the next 9 years. So even though we are detoxing here in December, we're letting go of old shit, we're detoxing and cleansing from up until for more than 25 years of shit and pains and wounds and trauma and ancestral trauma and karma, behavioral patterns, tendencies, fears, etc. and structures. We're doing all that in December, but we're also detoxing emotionally, physically. We're not yet there with the mentally detoxing. That's not until January, or maybe from about Christmas and moving forward. But do make sure that you're here in December, are tuning yourself with a laser focus into what the new is that you want. And if you don't know what it is, I'm here to help. Just book a psychic reading. You can also, in that psychic reading, it depends on how long it is and how much time you're going to gift yourself. The reading with me can be about what's your purpose? What's the next purpose? And what needs to change? And it could also be about why you chose the parents that you did, because the struggles that you had with those parents is a part of your life purpose. Your health struggles is a part of your life purpose. Our financial struggles, relationship struggles is a part of our purpose, our contribution to the world, our life purpose. So who am I? Feel free, Natasha, if you want, if it's you who's still on here, feel free to ask me a question when it comes to your life purpose. I would love to answer. Now I just lost it. I'm so sorry, because the person checked out. And someone came back on again. Is that Natasha? Feel free to ask in the comments. Why do you need to attune yourself and align yourself with your purpose? Because the past 10 years have been absolutely crazy and hard and overwhelming, and even more people have felt lost, saddened, helpless, distressed, overwhelmed and burdened, actually because they didn't have a purpose. A purpose is there to lift us into a better state. A spiritual purpose lifts us from the everyday normal life up to a higher spiritual level. And without that spiritual purpose and dedication from you towards your purpose, you're gonna feel lost. And when we get to 2026, in the year of the horse instead of the snake, which is much more calm, the upcoming year is gonna be Speedy Gonzalez on cocaine. That's just how it is. And the upcoming year, when we look at it from a spiritual perspective, is about the bird of Phoenix, which is my tattoo, rising from the ashes. Something new has to come out of you and me when we turn this new chapter at the 1st of January 2026. But nothing is going to change to the better if we don't attune ourselves. Oh, I knew that. I know that, sweetheart. I'm going to answer your question in a second. Thank you so much for sharing. We need our purpose. We all need it. Tony Robbins talks about a dart chart. We have our personal needs, and in the middle of that we have our spiritual contribution. We have different needs. That's what Tony Robbins talks about. The need of certainty, and we also need uncertainty. But in the middle, in our essence, we need a spiritual purpose. Natasha has shared so beautifully, but I had to change my glasses. Natasha has shared, I feel lost on my purpose. I was always sure I knew what I wanted, but I could never make it work. So now I'm not sure anymore. Hi Espen, and welcome. So let me just have a look, Natasha. I feel lost on my purpose. I always was sure I knew what I wanted, but I could never make it work. So now I'm not sure anymore. First of all, you became a mom. Was it this year or last year, Natasha? Did you become your child is about 1 year old now, right? So if you are too immersed in the mother role and are not making sure that you are evolving and thriving as well, you can easily, hi Paprika, good to see you. You can easily get lost in just being a mom. So there are two questions, Natasha, that you can take right now. Is it because it's for you, Natasha. Two questions. First is, have I lost myself to the mother role? Have I been too immersed in it? No, you did not become a mom 17 years ago. Didn't you just have a child recently? I'm so sorry, Natasha. I thought you were another Natasha. Don't you have a little baby? Yeah, but it's still the same for you, Natasha. If you have lost yourself to being a mother, you can't see and attune yourself to your spiritual purpose. Yeah, but how old is your child, Natasha? I want to let you know, not just you, but also Natasha and all of you, our purpose is not something that we can think ourselves into. Our spiritual person is, our spiritual purpose is us. Physically, emotionally, spiritually, cellularly. and energetically. It's with our whole essence that we are our spiritual purpose. 99%, I'm mistaking you for someone else, Natasha, and I'm so sorry. I thought you became a mom this year or last year, but it is because of that. There is 2 questions when you have become a mom. Either you have lost yourself to the mother role, or, yeah, but it is that for you, Natasha. You have lost yourself to the mother role, and you haven't figured out how to get back. And I'll repeat that again, just to recap for myself. Your spiritual person, purpose, it's hard to say. Your spiritual purpose is not something that you think yourself into. It's something that we raise ourselves up to becoming and being. 99% of all, maybe 90% of all spiritual people, they gain so much spiritual knowledge, spiritual awareness, spiritual guru fuck shit, but so very, very few people integrate all that and implement it so it becomes embodied. And you need that, Natasha. You have not yet embodied your spiritual essence. It's out here, your tools, your techniques, your wisdom, and all the books. It doesn't make us spiritual. And this year of 2025 was about spiritual embodiment. It was physical embodiment, becoming even more our spiritual purpose. Let's say I had a full-time job. Oh, now I get emotional because I wanted that. So I'm going to share something personal. Let's say that I wanted to become a full-time soldier again. How could I do that while still growing and involving myself spiritually and maintaining my high frequency? So I actually did the right thing. When I applied, going back into the army, I said I can only do it part-time. And everyone said, you can't come back to the army, Senna. I'm a soldier of the reserve. You can't come back to the army and work part-time. And I said, yeah, but last year I got a position as a corporal at an intelligence battalion part-time. So it is possible. So this year has also been about becoming aware about your limited beliefs and mine as well. And this year has been even more about what's right for me, what's true for me. And I would love to go back to the army and raise their awareness and help create a more psychological safe place for especially women and the new generations, but on my terms, not full-time. Because if we have a full-time job, how will we evolve as spiritual beings? How will we do our spiritual practices? Because spiritual practices is not something we do on Monday, on Friday, or when I just find the time. It's a freaking fucking full-time job. I'm gonna work on my trauma when I'm not busy in January. Yeah, but you might get cancer just around the corner. Cancer loves stress. Cancer loves stagnation. Cancer loves postponing. This year, we weren't allowed to we weren't allowed to postpone our health. We had to upgrade every physical health practices that we all had. So what did I do this year? I became more determined when it came to my fasting, intermittent fasting. I always fast a minimum of 16 hours per day. I stopped being so hard on myself when it comes to training. I'm sorry, I just ate. Hi Johnny and welcome. This year I upgraded my nutrition when it comes to having oils again, drinking expensive oils when it comes to intermittent fasting, and not being so rough on myself. So I had an inner adjustment to do, but also working more energetically on myself, which changes my physical health. So everything I do energetically or spiritually or on a cellular level, taking my own medicine, body de-arming, a body therapy, deep trauma and ancestral release, that influences my ability to lose weight and be more fit. I'm just going to see if there's more, and I'll change glasses because that is the reading glasses, and I'm way too young to have different glasses, you know, the one with glidende overgang. So your spiritual purpose is your physical challenges, your family challenges. It's your physical and health challenges again. It could be money challenges. It could be socially. Let's say you in the past were very shy or had anxiety and you don't have it anymore. Wow, you conquered that. Go out and teach other people those tools that you implemented that helped you get rid of the anxiety. I don't believe in diagnosis. I don't believe in that. Because many people say, I have ADHD. Yeah, but I can't see it. I can see that you have a backpack and a psyche full of trauma, unhealed trauma. And when I help you release those trauma, your ADHD symptoms go down. So do you have ADHD or do you have complex PTSD? Do you have ADHD or are you just like me, hypersensitive? We are now, from the 1st of January, stepping into a new chapter, a new era, a new way of being and living and doing that we have never been in before, where the requirements and the bar has been, hi Shanna, and will be set so much higher. We can't act, live or be in the same way that we have. So the more we change, the better it will be, and the easier it will for you and me to make that change and leap. This year, I have taken away, I have stripped myself from everything that I have ever known. I left the army after 14 years and changed to the Navy. I let go of all my old clients. I did that last year. I let go of the name that I've had for 3 years and changed into a new name. You can see it on Facebook. I've moved to another part of Denmark. I don't know anyone in the city, and I have to rebuild everything because I knew it was a part of the preparation and the upgrade that we all need when we come to 2026. So the purpose that I have had for the past 19 years is not the purpose that I'm going to outlive. From the 1st of January, I will teach more and train more in English. In the end of January, I will host a Step Into Your Purpose online seminar for 6 weeks, and feel free to write or send me a message. Write me a message or send me a message, and if you want to hear more about it. Now my nose is starting running again. Yeah, I'm gonna leave and attend to my fever. Hi Maya, good to see you again. So remember this, the more you change here in December, the more you upgrade your routines, strengthen your mindset, because mindset is not everything. You can't change your mindset without working on your psyche and your inner child. Upgrade all your daily habits. Be grateful for all the lessons this year, for everything that you've learned and achieved. But the most important thing of December is to attune yourself and align yourself with the new vision that you have, and carry that with you when we enter the 1st of January 2026. And if you don't know where to start, if you don't know what's my purpose, Sanne, fuck, I feel lost and sad, reach out, gift yourself with a psychic reading or a life purpose reading. We can just shape it into what you need. I'm here to support you. I'm here to guide you. And I'm so grateful for the fact that you dropped by. I need to blow my nose. Thank you so much for watching. See you tomorrow in the 7th of December's Spiritual Christmas Calendar. Bye.